What up, boys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're gonna talk about a farm that is really exciting, and I love these farms because they focus on killing elite mobs. And everyone, well, not everyone, but like elite mobs are the future of skinning farms because the only thing of value that you really want to get, or that you're really going to get out of skinning, is heavy calcite and calcite. That's like the vast majority of the gold, and of course with the meat coming from the beasts as well. And elite mobs have a way higher yield of materials in general when you skin them, so getting the calcite and the heavy calcite, it like drastically increases your chances when you kill elite mobs. And the reason why I say it's the also in the future is because the better gear we get and the more optimized routes we're going to get for elite farming, the better it's going to be. Obviously, right now, where most people are sitting at like item level 180, we're not going to be able to do these farms as efficiently than as we will be able to like 6 months down the line, right? However, this is still right now, because of the high prices, super efficiently. So last week I uploaded a video of the other side, basically where we go into the dungeon and then we farm some trash mobs inside the dungeon. And a great friend of mine, Solheim, which also makes YouTube videos, you should definitely check him out. He decided to bring his monk and try out the dungeon, and he noticed that it wasn't super efficiently on his monk, which led him to this place right down here. This is like the Turna site location where all of the mobs are going to be elite. These guys are, of course, skinnable, and they're great, like, because they're just like the mobs in dungeon. However, they got more health than the mobs in the dungeon, though, on normal mode down here. But I decided to give it a go and check out and see how efficiently it could be done on my 187 Guardian Druid. So I have a clip right here. I'm going to show it to you guys. This is a recording of mine of me trying to do it. I've been doing a lot of testing, and I'm going to show you guys 3 pulls that I decided that was like the most that my druid could handle and still do efficiently. So I'm pulling these mobs right here. I think I have like 5 or 6 mobs on me, and I figured out that that wasn't enough because, hey, I like to stretch that rubber band. So I pull an additional 2 more mobs. As you can see, like, it's not a big deal. My health never really goes super low. The only way where I could have done this more efficiently was if I had better gear in order to kill them faster. But then again, if I pull like 2-3 more mobs, then it might have been an issue with my health. So this is like the number of mobs that I was comfortably pulling. And it was also like a super smooth pull without pulling anything that's not skinnable. You don't want to waste your time killing anything that's not skinnable. So I think that these AoE classes like monks and druids and possibly death knights and so on are good because you can kill a lot of mobs in like a short amount of time. Like, it doesn't matter if you kill 1 mob or if you kill or pull 8 mobs, because like you're going to AoE them down. So for me and my Guardian Druid, I want to pull as many mobs as I can without dying. So after pulling off that pack, you can see that I have followed this dirt roads and I pulled 2 additional mobs right here. And I don't mean to kill only 2 mobs because, like I just described, I don't want to spend my time killing 2 mobs. It's not efficient on my druid since all my damage is pretty much just AoE. So I drag them all over here, and then I pull 4 additional reindeers, so I have a total of 6 mobs on me. And then I AoE down these guys as well. And once again, this is less mobs than the previous pull, so killing him, really no biggie. But it does take time, though. It really does. But that means that I have my cooldowns at least ready to use for this pack as well. So AoEing these guys down, and I think it could be really interesting to see somebody with like a super well-geared single target tune, like a hunter, for instance, because maybe he's going to be able to melt down 1-on-1 mobs super efficiently, super fast, and make this farm really good. Because as of now, the only way that I can do this more efficiently on my druid is by getting way better gear and just AoEing them down way faster, increasing the gold per hour. And also keep in mind that since you're not really dealing with that many mob skills per hour, it can be super RNG on your gold per hour, depending on how many heavy calcites you get, because 1 heavy callus is the price of 10 regular calcites. And on this test run, I wasn't really that lucky with the heavy calcites, so you could probably expect a slightly higher gold per hour as well than what I achieved. So right after that pack, I go ahead and I pull these 3 reindeers right here, and the location is super close by the previous one. And then these 2 tigers, and then there's one more tiger right up the hill that I pull. So pull that bad boy. Once again, a total of 6 mobs on this one. And then once after you AoE down these, you're gonna have a fresh spawn. It depends on how fast you kill the mobs, right? But like for me, I have a fresh spawn and I can go back to location number 1. So just ending off these mobs right here, looting the meat, skinning the mobs, and then head over to pool number 1. So that was like the entire route. I also have this map right here showing you guys the 3 pulls that I do, where the yellow one was the first one, and then like the long stretch of the blue one, and then the pink was the latest pull that you guys saw. So it's just 3 pulls. That's all it is. Super, super easy route. Let me know if you guys find a way to do it even more efficiently. But that was the routes that I managed to get that was the most efficient on my Guardian Druid. So in terms of gold per hour, how much gold can you really make from this? Before we dive into that, I do want to mention that you guys can get my 0 to 10 million gold guide for 50% off by simply using the code Shadowlands. And the link to that is going to be down below in the description. And this is a book that I'm writing myself, and have editors and everyone, like a bunch of people, including the people who have bought the book, helping me to constantly improve it. And I do frequent updates on the book. So if you buy the book will be constantly updated. It's always going to be relevant, like even into the next expansion after Shadowlands. I'm going to keep on updating the book for free to everyone that has purchased the book. So gold per hour wise, I spent roughly 8 minutes killing the mobs and skinning him. And I got, as you guys can see all the way here on the top, I got 1 heavy calcite, 2 heavy calcites, and that was it. The rest of it is just normal calcite, meat, and like normal leather. But it was 9.4k gold with only 2 heavy calcite in like 8 minutes. So if you take 8 minutes divided by 60, and you have like 7.5, so rounded up, the gold per hour on this is actually going to be 70,000 gold, 70,500. Like if I could keep on getting 9.4k gold in roughly 8 minutes, it would result in 70.5k gold an hour, and that is with 2 heavy callus in 8 minutes. So you could have good RNG and you can get way more heavy calcite, and it would even be way more than 70,000 gold. It's insane how the gold per hour changes based on the heavy callus alone. So I would easily say that this is like a 50 to 100,000 gold farm. However, you need to be the correct class. It's going to be tough doing this on a priest. And you also need, well, the better gear you have, the more efficiently you're going to be able to do this farm. But I wanted to upload this video because I know there's some of you guys out there who have insane gear, and some of you guys that will find a ridiculous way of just doing this even more efficiently than I ever did. But that was it for today's video. So if you want more videos like this, then make sure you subscribe to my channel, and that way you will always get the freshest gold farms in Shadowlands. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.